Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. It is Juju. Today we are going to be coming along with me on a mini vlog. I think I hear a train. It is time to go. I'm sorry y'all. It is Christmas Eve, y'all. I'm obviously feeling this Christmas spirit because yeah, subconsciously I definitely just put on green and red for the day. Anyways, do we see the state of my hair? Yeah, this is what we're dealing with. It is the day before Christmas and I am still sitting here since last night, actually since like Monday, and Christmas is on a Saturday this year. And I've been trying to think of what I want to do for my hair, y'all. I can't figure it out. And part of the problem is because I know that in the beginning of January, I have a hair appointment. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with my hair to put it in a protective style. That's a problem. So after sitting with my thoughts, cavia style, I decided, I'm going to try to do those box braids that's extremely large, maybe like 12 or 13. We'll see how it goes. So right now I am about to get some gas because even though snow was forecasted for last night, did I go get some gas in preparation for the day ahead of me just in case it was an actual storm? No, I did not. So now I feel like I need some coffee because if I'm really about to tackle this hairstyle at 2 in the afternoon, the day before Christmas, I think I'm gonna need some caffeine because every other time I've attempted to do jumbo box braids in my hair, somehow, some way they turn out to be either small, mini, or medium. So, you know what? Before we start this journey, let me go get some coffee because it's required. Let's go with a hot caramel macchiato.
Yeah, sure. What size?
A grande.
Okay.
And do I want food? You know what? That's all.
You got it. $5.64.
Thank you. Side note, am I the only one that hates going to Starbucks when it's extremely packed and it's extremely busy because it seems like they always mess up your order? I cannot be the only one. Comment below. Let me know because I just cannot be the only one. They messed up my caramel macchiato. God damn it. On the way to the hair store now, y'all. So finally guys, onto my hair. I started by parting my hair into 2 sections, one in the back and one in the front. Then I separated the back into an additional 2 sections, and of the back of those 2 sections, I separated it into another 2. I used my products to slick down the hair. That was my Shine and Jam and my leave-in conditioner from Mayel. The reason why I slicked down the hair was because I really wanted a flat base for the jumbo braids. I was going to use the knotless crochet method for these jumbo braids, but it didn't work for me. My fingers were not cooperating this entire time. For some reason, while I was trying to do the crochet knotless method, I could not hold the base tight. The braid was very loose, as you guys will see. If the base of a braid isn't tight, in my opinion, the finished product is never gonna look good. So I wasn't gonna keep going with all the loose bases by continuing to crochet the hair into the braid. As you guys can see, I don't even have a clip because I did the first one and I didn't even record it. But right after I finished it, I was like, oh yeah, this is not gonna work. So that being said, I continued on using the regular installation method, which forms a knot in the beginning of the braid. As you guys can see, none of the braids were the same size. You can actually see that some of the braids were slightly deformed. Yeah, it wasn't going great, but I kept going. Side note, y'all, this here was a struggle to work with. It got knotted just by me separating the sections out. So I had to comb it before I started to braid. Needless to say, I would not recommend using this here. I would not. Really quick, this is how I separated the hair to braid it. I separated it into 3 sections. The method I use is one that I've used to do medium jumbo braids before. Video linked above right now so you guys can see exactly what I mean. I basically placed the box braids under my hair, separated my hair into 3 legs or strands to attach to the 3 strands of the braided hair. Then I began braiding, making sure that I gripped the hair together tightly, but not too tight, y'all, because you don't want a headache. I added hair in as I went just to make the braid even bigger because this was my attempt at doing jumbo braids. Typically for each braid that I did, I added in about 3 strands of hair. This example, however, is a terrible example because as you guys can see, even as I'm adding it in, it is messing up, and I ended up having to do this entire braid over. I did leave it in the video because this is literally how most of the braids that I put in my hair went. I thought this hairstyle was going to take me a little while. That was not the case at all. For some reason, I just could not get it. My hands, it's like my hands just became weak whenever I tried to like grip all that hair together. I do not know why. I think my hands are just not made for doing big braids. Needless to say, the aggravation had me taking multiple breaks. Case in point, right now. Anyways, I finished the braids. They weren't perfect by any mean. I wasn't happy, but at the same time, I felt like I could work with them. The next step, this is when it all went wrong. I decided I wanted to have curly ends for some weird reason on these large box braids. Silly me. I should have just dipped the hair, made the ends straight, and ended the video there. However, for some reason, I decided that I wanted it curly. For anyone interested in how I got the curly ends, I unbraided a small amount of the braid and wrapped it around a perm rod for each braid. I think the second mistake was that I did each braid separately. Obviously, doing it that way, automatically that means that the curls are not going to be cohesive. When I took them out, they were all like different curls. There was no two that was alike, which I think was part of the problem. By the time I removed the perm rods, I was ready to take the braids out that night. Literally that night, by the time I took out the perm rods, I was done. But I told myself, sleep on it, see how you like it, and then go from there. So you guys know how sometimes you go to sleep and you wake up and suddenly the world you thought was imploding the next day, everything is perfectly fine and it wasn't that bad? Well, went to sleep, woke up, and still looks terrible. Why did I do this to myself, y'all? These are not given the way I thought they were gonna give. I'm inserting pictures of what I thought it was gonna be. Right now I'm gonna put a face on because these braids, they're really not given. As a 33, I'm aging myself. 30? Somewhere between 30 and 31, maybe 32. I think I'm 31. At the age that I am right now, I don't think I should be walking around with my hair looking like this. I just, it's not given. What do you think of my hair? Let me know. Y'all. You guys, this is not this is not what I was envisioning when I was preparing for Christmas. Like, no, this is it. This is not it. This is not it. It's not giving what I thought it was going to give.